Hari Bol. He would wake up everyone, rise and rejoice to the name Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
I also start reading chapter 10. I feel inspired, but for maybe it will take too long for all of you. But anyway, I go on. Jaya Jaya Sri Caitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda. Let me repeatedly offer my respectful obeisances unto the bee-like devotees who always taste the honey of the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. If even a doggish non-devotee somehow takes shelter of such devotees, he enjoys the aroma of the lotus flower. All glories to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and all glories to Lord Nityananda Prabhu, all glories to Advaita Prabhu, and all glories to the devotees of Lord Chaitanya, headed by Srivasa. The description of Lord Chaitanya as the gardener and the tree is inconceivable. Now hear with attention about the branches of this tree. The associates of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu were many, but none of them should be considered lower and higher. This cannot be ascertained. All the great personalities in the Lord of Lord Chaitanya enumerated these devotees, but they could not distinguish between the greater and the lesser. I offer my obeisances unto them as a token of respect. I request them not to consider my offenses. I offer my obeisances to all the dear devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the eternal tree of love of Godhead. I offer my respects to all the branches of the tree, the devotees of the Lord who distribute the fruits of love of Krishna. The true brothers Srivasa Pandita and Sri Rama Pandita started 2 branches that are well known in the world. Their 2 brothers were named Sripati and Srinidhi. These 4 brothers and their servants and maidservants are considered one big branch. There is no counting the sub-branches of these 2 branches. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu held congregational chanting daily at the house of Srivasa Pandita. These 4 brothers and their family members fully engaged in the service of Lord Chaitanya. They knew no other god or goddess. Another big branch was Acharya Ratna, and his associates were Subbranches. Acharya Ratna was also named Sri Chandrasekhara Acharya. In a drama in his house, Lord Chaitanya played the goddess of fortune. Pundarika Vidyanidhi, the 3rd big branch, was so dear to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that in his absence, Lord Chaitanya himself would sometimes cry. Gadadhara Pandita. The fourth branch is described in an incarnation of the pleasure potency of Sri Krishna. No one therefore can equal him. His disciples and grand disciples are his subbranches. To describe them all would be very difficult. Vakresvara Pandita, the fifth branch of the tree, was a very dear servant of Lord Chaitanya. He could dance with constant ecstasy for 72 hours. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally sang while Vakresvara Pandita danced, and thus Vakresvara Pandita fell at the lotus feet of the Lord and spoke as follows. O Chandramukha, please give me 10,000 Gandharvas. Let them sing as I dance, and then I will be greedy happy. Lord Chaitanya replied, I have only one wing like you, but if I had another, certainly I would fly in the sky. Pandita Jagadananda, the sixth branch of the Chaitanya tree, was celebrated as the life and soul of the world. He is known to have been an incarnation of Satyabhama, one of the chief queens of Lord Krishna. Jagadananda Pandita, as an incarnation of Satyabhama, always wanted to see to the comfort of Lord Chaitanya. But since the Lord was a sannyasi, he did not accept the luxuries that Jagadananda Pandita offered him. They sometimes appeared to fight over trifles, but these quarrels were based on their affection, of which I shall speak later. Raghava Pandita, Lord Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu's original follower, is understood to have been the seventh branch. From him proceeded another sub-branch headed by Makaradavayakara. Never stops. Raghava Pandita's sister Damayanti was the dear maidservant of the Lord. She always collected various ingredients with which to cook for Lord Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The foods Damayanti cooked for Lord Chaitanya were, when he was at Puri, were carried in bags by her brother Raghava without the knowledge of others. The Lord accepted these foods throughout the entire year. Those bags are still celebrated as Raghavera. I shall describe the contents of the bags of Raghava Pandita later in this book. Hearing this narration, devotees generally cry, and tears glide down from their eyes. Pandita Gangadasa was the eighth dear branch of the tree of Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu. One who remembers his activities attains freedom from all bondage. Sri Acharya Purandara, the ninth branch, was a constant associate of Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. the Lord accepted him as his father. Damodara Pandita, the 10th branch of the Caitanya tree, was so elevated in love of Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that he once unhesitatingly chastised the Lord with strong words. Later, in the Chaitanya Caritamrita, I shall describe this incident of chastisement in detail. The Lord, being very, very much satisfied by this chastisement, sent Damodara Pandita to Navadvip, the 11th branch. The younger brother of Damodara Pandita was known as Sankara Pandita. He was celebrated as the shoes of the Lord. Sadasiva Pandita, the 12th branch, was always eager to serve the lotus feet of the Lord. It was his good fortune that when Lord Nityananda came to Navadvip, he resides at his house. The 13th branch was Pradyumna Brahmachari, since he was a worshipper of Lord Nisrimadeva. Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu changed his name to Nisrimananda Brahmachari. Narayana Pandita, the 14th branch, a great and liberal devotee, didn't know any shelter but Lord Krishna's lotus feet. The 15th branch was Sriman Pandita, who was a constant servitor of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He used to carry a torch while the Lord was dancing. The 16th branch, Suklambara Brahmachari, was very fortunate because Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu jokingly or seriously begged food from him, or sometimes snatched it from him forcibly and ate it. Nandana Acharya, the 17th branch of the Chaitanya tree, is celebrated within the world because the two Prabhus, Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda, sometimes hid in his house. Mukunda Datta, a close friend of Lord Chaitanya's, was another branch of the Chaitanya tree. Lord Chaitanya danced while he sang. Vasudeva Datta, the 19th branch of the Sri Chaitanya tree, was a great personality and a most confidential devotee of the Lord. One could not describe his qualities even with thousands of mouths. Srila Vasudeva Datta Thakura wanted to suffer for the sinful activities of all the people of the world, so that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu might deliver them. The 20th branch of the Chaitanya tree was Haridas Thakura. His character was wonderful. He used to chant the holy name of Krishna 300 times a day without fail. No, 300 times a day without fail. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Hare Hare. There was no end to the transcendental qualities of Haridas Thakur. Here I mention but a fraction of his qualities. He was so exalted that Advaita Goswami, when performing the Shraddha ceremony of his father, offered him the first plate. The waves of his good qualities were like those of Prahlada Maharaj. He didn't even slightly raise an eyebrow when persecuted by the Muslim ruler. After the passing away of Haridas Thakur, the Lord himself took his body on his lap and danced with it in great ecstasy. Srila Vrindavana Dasa Thakur was vividly described the pastimes of Haridas Thakur in his Chaitanya Bhagavatam. Whatever has remained undescribed, I shall try to explain later in this book. Once a branch of Haridas Thakur consisted of the residents of Kulina Gramas. The most important among them was Satyaraya Khan or Satyayana Vasu, who was a recipient of all the mercy of Haridas Thakur. Murari Gupta, the 21st branch of the tree of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, was a storehouse of love for Godhead. His great humility and meekness melted the heart of Lord Chaitanya. Srila Murari Gupta never accepted charity from friends, nor did he accept money from anyone. He practiced as a physician and maintained his family with his earnings. As Murari Gupta treated his patients by his mercy, both their bodily and spiritual diseases subside. Srimasena, the 22nd branch of the Chaitanya tree, was a very faithful servant of Lord Chaitanya. He knew nothing else but the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sri Gadadhara Dasa, the 23rd branch, was understood to be the topmost, for he induced all the Muslim Qazis to chant the holy name of Lord Hari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Sivananda Sena, the 24th branch of the tree, was an extremely confidential servant of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Everyone who went to Jagannath Puri to visit Lord Chaitanya took shelter and guidance from Sri Sivananda Sena. Every year, he took a party of devotees from Bengal to Jagannath Puri to visit Lord Chaitanya. He maintained the entire party. As they journeyed on the road, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu bestowed his causeless mercy upon his devotees in 3 features: his own direct appearance, his powers within someone he empowers and his manifestations. The appearance of Lord Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu in every devotee presence is called Saksat. His appearance in Nakula Brahmachari as a symptom of special prowess is an example of Avesa. The former Pradyumna Brahmachari was given the name Nisrimananda Brahmachari by Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu. In his body there were symptoms of Avirbhava. Such appearances are uncommon, but Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu displayed many such pastimes through his different features. Srila Srivananda Sena experienced the three features of Saksat, Avesa and Avirbhava. Later I shall vividly describe this transcendentally blissful subject. The sons, the servants and family members of Sivananda Sena constituted a subbranch. They were all sincere servants of Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The three sons of Srivananda Sena, named Chaitanya Dasa, Ramadasa, and Karnapura, were all heroic devotees of Lord Chaitanya. Sri Vallabha Sena and Sri Kanta Sena were also subbranches of Sivananda Sena, for they were not only his nephews, but also unalloyed devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Govindananda and Govindadatta, the 25th and 26th branches of the tree, were performers of kirtana in the company of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Govindadatta was the principal singer of Lord Chaitanya's kirtan party. Sri Vyasadasa, the 27th branch, another of the Lord's chief singers, gave the Lord many books written by hand. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave Vyasadasa the name Ratnabahu, jewel-handed, because he copied many manuscripts for him. The 28th branch was Krishnadasa, who was very dear to the Lord. He was known as Akinkana Krishnadasa. The 29th branch was Sridhara, a trader in banana tree bark. He was a very dear servant of the Lord. On many occasions the Lord played jokes on him. Every day Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu jokingly snatched fruits, flowers and pulp from Sridhara and drink from his broken iron pot. The 30th branch was Bhagavan Pandita. He was an extremely dear servant of the Lord, but even previously he was a great devotee of Lord Krishna, who always kept the Lord within his heart. The 31st branch was Jagadisa Pandita, and the 32nd was Hiranya Mahasaya, into whom Lord Krishna and his childhood showed his causeless mercy. In their 2 houses, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu begged food on the Ekadasi day and personally ate it. The 33rd and 34th branches were the 2 students of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, named Purushottama and Sanyaya, who were stalwart students in grammar. They were very, very great personalities. Vanamali Pandita, the 35th branch of the tree, was very much elevated in this world. He saw a golden club and plough in the hands of the Lord. The 36th branch, Buddhimantikan, was extremely dear to Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He was always prepared to carry out the Lord's orders, and therefore he was considered to be a chief servant of the Lord. Garuda Pandita, the 37th branch of the tree, always engaged in chanting the auspicious name of the Lord. Because of the strength of his chanting, even the effects of poison could not touch him. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Gopinatha Simba, the 38th branch of the tree, was a faithful servant of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The Lord jokingly addressed him as Akrura. Devananda Pandita was a professional reciter of Srimad Bhagavatam, but by the mercy of Vakresvara Pandita and the grace of the Lord, he understood the devotional interpretation of the Bhagavatam. Sri Kandavasi Mukunda and his son Raghunandana were the 39th branch of the tree. Narahari was the 40th. Siranjiva the 41st, and Solukana the 42nd. They were all big branches of the all-merciful tree of Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They distributed the fruits and flowers of love of Godhead anywhere and everywhere. Satyaraya, Ramananda, Yadunatha, Purushottama, Sankara, and Vidyananda all belonged to the 20th branch. They were inhabitants of the village known as Kulina Grama. All the inhabitants of Kulina Grama village, headed by Vaninatha Vasu, were servants of Lord Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who was their only life and their only wealth. The Lord said, "What to speak of others? Even a dog in the village of Kulina Grama is my dear friend. No one can describe the fortunate position of Kulina Grama. It is so sublime that even sweepers who tend their who tend their hogs there also chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. On the western side, where the 43rd, 44th and 45th branches, Sri Sanatana, Sri Rupa and Anupama, they were the best of all. Among these branches, Rupa and Sanatana were principal, Anupama, Jiva Goswami and others, headed by Jayendra, were their Subbranches. By the will of the Supreme Gardener, the branches of Srila Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami grew many times over, expanding throughout the western countries and covering the entire region. Extending to the borders of the river Sindhu and the Himalaya mountain valleys, these two branches expanded throughout India, including all the places of pilgrimage, such as Vrindavan, Mathura, and Haridwara. The fruits of love of Godhead, which fructified on these two branches, were distributed in abundance. Tasting these fruits, everyone became mad after them. The people in general on the western side of India were neither intelligent nor well behaved, but by the influence of Srila Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami, they were trained in devotional service and good behavior. In accordance with the directions of the revealed scriptures, both Goswamis excavated the last places of pilgrimage and inaugurated the worship of deities in Vrindavan. Srila Raghunatha Dasa Goswami, the 46th branch of the tree, was one of the most dear servants of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He left all his material possessions to surrender completely unto the Lord and live at his lotus feet. When Raghunatha Dasa Goswami approached Sri Krishna Mahaprabhu at Jagannath Puri, the Lord entrusted him to the care of Swarupa Damodara, his secretary. Thus they both engaged in the confidential service of the Lord. He rendered confidential service to the Lord for 16 years at Jagannath Puri, and after the disappearances of both the Lord and Swarupa Damodara, he left Jagannath Puri and went to Vrindavan. Srila Raghunatha Dasa Goswami intended to go to Vrindavan to see the lotus feet of Rupa and Sanatana, and then give up his life by jumping from Govardhana hill. Thus Srila Raghunatha Dasa Goswami came to Vrindavan, visited Srila Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami, and offered them his obeisances. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. These two brothers, however, did not allow him to die. They accepted him as their third brother and kept him in their company. Because Raghunatha Dasa Goswami was an assistant of Swarupa Damodara, he knew much about the external and internal features of the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya. Thus the two brothers, Rupa and Sanatana, always used to hear of this from him. Raghunatha Dasa Goswami gradually gave up all food and drink, but a few drops of buttermilk. As a daily duty, he regularly offered 1,000 obeisances to the Lord, chanted at least 100,000 holy names, and offered obeisances in 2,000 Vaishnavas. As a daily duty, he regularly offered 1,000 obeisances to the Lord, chanting at least 100,000 holy names, and offered obeisances to 2,000 Vaishnavas. Day and night he rendered service within his mind to Radha Krishna. And for 3 hours a day he discoursed about the character of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sri Raghunatha Dasa Goswami took 3 baths daily in the Radha Kunda lake. As soon as he found a Vaishnava residing in Vrindavan, he would embrace him to give him all respects. He engaged himself in devotional service for more than 22.5 hours a day, and for less than 2 hours he slept, although on some days that also was not possible. I am struck with wonder when I hear about the devotional service he executed. I accept Srila Rupa Goswami and Raghunatha Dasa Goswami as my guides. I shall later explain very elaborately how all these devotees met Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sri Gopala Bhatta Goswami, the 47th branch, was one of the great and exalted branches of the tree. He always engaged in discourses about love of Godhead in the company of Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami. The Acharya Sankararanya was considered the 48th branch of the original tree. From him proceeded the subbranches known as Mukunda, Kasinatha, and Rudra. Srinatha Pandita, the 49th branch, was the beloved recipient of all the mercy of Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Everyone in the 3 worlds was astonished to see how he worshipped Lord Krishna. Jagannatacharya, the 50th branch of the Chaitanya tree, was an extremely dear servant of the Lord, by whose order he decided to live on the bank on the Ganges. The 51st branch of the Caitanya tree was Krishna Dasa Vaida. The 52nd was Pandita Sekara. The 53rd was Kavichandra, and the 54th was Sastivara, who was a great Sankirtana performer. The 55th branch was Srinatha Misra. The 56th was Subhananda. The 57th was Sri Rama. The 58th was Isana. The 59th was Srinidha. The 60 was Sri Gopikanta, and the 61st was Misra Bhagavan. The 62nd branch of the tree was Subodhi Misra. The 63rd was Hiranyananda. The 64th was Kemala Nayana. The 65th was Mahesa Pandita. The 66th was Srikara. And the 67th was Sri Madhusudana. The 68th branch of the original tree was Purusatana. The 69th was Sri Kalimna. The 70th was Jagannath Dasa. The 71st was Sri Chandrasekhara Vaidya. And the 72nd was Tviya Haridasa. The 73rd branch of the original tree was Ramadasa. The 74th was Kavichandra. The 75th was Sri Gopala Dasa. The 76th was Bhagavata Acharya. And the 77th was Thakura Sarangadasa. The 78th branch of the original tree was Jagannath Tirtha. The 79th was the Brahmana Sri Janakinatha. The 80th was Gopala Acharya, and the 81st was the Brahmana Vaninatha. The three brothers, Govinda, Madhava, and Vasudeva, were the 82nd, 83rd, and 84th branches of the tree. Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda used to dance in their kirtan performances. Ramadasa Abhirama was fully absorbed in the mellow of friendship. He made a flute of a bamboo stick with 16 knots. By the order of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, 3 devotees accompanied Lord Nityananda Prabhu when he returned to Bengal to preach. These 3 were Ramadasa, Madhava Gosa, and Vasudeva Gosa. Govinda Gosa, however, remained with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as Jagannath Puri and thus felt great satisfaction. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bhagavata Acharya, Siranjiva, Sri Raghunandana, Madhavacharya, Kamalakanta, and Sri Yadunandana were all among the branches of the Chaitanya tree. Jagai and Madai, the 89th and 80th branches of the tree, were the greatest recipients of Lord Chaitanya's mercy. These 2 brothers were the witnesses who proved that Lord Chaitanya was rightly named Pantita Pavana, the deliverer of the fallen souls. The deliverer of the fallen souls. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I have given a brief description of the devotees of Lord Chaitanya in Bengal. Actually, his devotees are innumerable. I have especially mentioned all these devotees because they accompanied Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Bengal and Orissa and served him in many ways. Let me briefly describe some of the devotees of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Jagannath Puri. Among the devotees who accompanied the Lord in Jagannath Puri, two of them, Brahmananda Puri and Svarupa Damodara, were the heart and soul of the Lord. Among the other devotees were Gadadhara, Jagadananda, Sankara, Vaksrivasa, Damodara Pandita, Thakura Haridasa, Raghunatha Vaidya, and Raghunatha Dasa. All these devotees were associates of the Lord. From the very beginning, and when the Lord took up residence in Jagannath Puri, they remained there to serve him faithfully. All the devotees who resided in Bengal used to visit Jagannath Puri every year to see the Lord. Now, let me enumerate the devotees of Bengal who first came to see the Lord at Jagannath Puri. There was Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, one of the biggest branches of the tree of the Lord, and his sister's husband, Sri Gopinatha Acharya. In the list of devotees at Jagannath Puri, which begins with Paramananda Puri, Svarupa Damodara, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, and Gopinath Acharya, Kasi Misra was the fifth, Pradyumna Misra the sixth, and Bhavanandaraya the seventh. Lord Chaitanya took great pleasure in meeting with them. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Embracing Raya, Bhavananda, the Lord declared to him, "You formerly appeared as Pandu, and your 5 sons appeared as the 5 Pandavas." The 5 sons of Bhavananda Raya were Ramananda Raya, Patanayaka Gopinatha, Kalanidhi, Sudanidhi, and Nayaka Vaninatha. Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu told Bhavananda Raya, "Your 5 sons are all my dear devotees. Ramananda Raya and I are one, although our bodies are different." King Prataparudra of Orissa, the Orya devotees Krishnananda and Sivananda and Paramananda Mahapatra, Bhagavanacharya, Brahmananda Bharati, Sri Sikhi Mahiti and Murari Mahiti constantly associate with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu while he resides in Jagannath Puri. Madhavi Devi, the 17th of the prominent devotees, was the younger sister of Sikhi Mahiti. She is considered to have formerly been a maidservant of Srimati Radharani. Brahmachari Kasivara was a disciple of Isvarapuri, and Sri Govinda was another of his dear disciples. In the list of prominent devotees at Nilakala Jagannath Puri, Kalisvara was the 18th and Govinda the 19th. They both came to see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at Jagannath Puri, being disordered by Ishvarapuri at the time of his passing away. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Both Kasisvara and Govinda were godbrothers of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and thus the Lord duly honored them as soon as they arrived, but because Isvarapuri had ordered them to give Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personal service, the Lord accepted their service. Govinda cared for the body of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, whereas Kasisvara went in front of the Lord when he went to see Jagannath in the temple. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to the temple of Jagannath, Kasisvara, being very strong, cleared the crowds aside with his hands so that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu could pass untouched. Ramai and Nandai, the 20th and 21st among the important devotees in Jagannath Puri, always assisted Govinda 24 hours a day in rendering service to the Lord. Every day Ramai filled 22 big water pots, whereas Nandai personally assisted Govind. The 22nd devotee, Krishnadasa, was born of a pure and respectable Brahmana family. While touring southern India, Lord Chaitanya took Krishnadasa with him. As a bona fide devotee, Balabhadra Bhattacharya, the 23rd principal associate, acted as a brahmacharya of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu when he toured Mathura. Bada Haridas and Kota Haridas, the 24th and 25th devotees in Lila Kala, were good singers who always accompanied Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Among the devotees who lived with Lord Chaitanya at Jagannath Puri, Ramabhadra Acharya was the 26th, Simhesvara the 27th, Tapana Acharya the 28th, Raghunatha Bacharya the 29th, and Nilambara the 30th. Singhabhata was the 31st, Gamabhata the 32nd, Sivananda the 33rd, and Kamalananda the 34th. They all formerly served Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Bengal, but later these servants left Bengal to live with the Lord in Jagannath Puri. Achyutananda, the 35th devotee, was the son of Advaita Acharya. He also lived with Lord Chaitanya, taking shelter of his lotus feet in Jagannath Puri. Niryoma, Gangadasa and Vishnudasa were the 36th and 37th among the devotees who lived at Jagannath Puri. As servants of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The prominent devotees as Varanasi were the physician Chandrasekhara, Tapana Misra and Raghunatha Bhattacharya, Tapana Misra's son. When Lord Chaitanya came to Varanasi after seeing Vrindavan for 2 months, he lived as the residence of Chandrasekhara Vaidya and accepted prasadam at the house of Tapana Mishra. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stayed at the house of Tapana Mishra, Raghunatha Bhatti, who was then a boy, washed his dishes and massaged his legs. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Jaya Jaya Sri Caitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda. The prominent devotees at Varanasi were the physician Chandrasekhara, Tapana Misra and Raghunatha Bhattacharya, Tapana Misra's son. When Lord Chaitanya came to Varanasi after seeing Vrindavan for 2 months, he lived at the residence of Chandrasekhara Vaidya, and he accepted prasadam at the house of Tapana Mishra. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stayed at the house of Tapana Mishra, Raghunatha Bhatta, who was then a boy, washed his dishes and massaged his legs. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. When Raghunatha grew to be a young man, he visited Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at Jagannath Puri and stayed there for 8 months. Sometimes he offered prasadam to the Lord. While he stayed with Srila Rupa Goswami, his engagement was to recite Srimad Bhagavatam for him to hear. As a result of this Bhagavatam recitation, he attained perfectional love of Krishna, by which he remained always maddened. I list in this way only a portion of the innumerable devotees of Lord Chaitanya. To describe them all fully is not possible. From each branch of the tree have grown hundreds and thousands of the branches of disciples and grand disciples. Hi, Janaki. Even branch and sub-branch of the tree is full of innumerable fruits and flowers. They inundate the world with the waters of love of Krishna. I have briefly described the devotees of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in different places. Even Lord Sesa, who has thousands of mouths, could not list them all. Each and every branch of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's devotees has unlimited spiritual power and glory. Even if one had thousands of mouths, it would be impossible to describe the limits of their activities. Praying at the lotus feet of Sri Rupa and Sri Raghunatha, always desiring their mercy, I, Krishna Dasa, narrate Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, following in their footsteps.
So, Hare Krishna, thank you everybody for your association. See you later. Thank you.